Hi everyone, welcome back to this new session for the HP Latex 700 and 800 printer series. Now that you have seen everything about this new printer, let's go and see what you can do with this printer, okay? All the opportunities that are behind this new technology. So for that, we have the opportunity to meet a customer that I think you already know. So let's go there.
You've discovered you can win new business. You've heard how you can do more with less. And you're ready to succeed with Green Edge technology. But before we make history again, it's time to see the opportunity for yourself. A new world of possibilities is waiting for you.
Roman, are you ready that we have the session?
Oh, really?
Oh, yes.
I had completely forgotten. Hey, hola, bon dia, how are you doing? Yeah, so there is people
yes,
on the
of
other
course.
side.
Yeah. So we have this session for explaining your experience with this printer.
Yes, so I'm ready. Yes, you told me that you would come to ask me several questions.
Exactly.
And I have my showroom ready. So.
Yeah, in fact, you were one of our early customers, one of the first ones. You already have been many months with this new printer. So what did you really like about this printer?
Yes, I'm very happy with a new business, with a new printer. Main reason is that now I'm able to do what I was usually doing in the past, but adding more things, especially things with high value, with high margins, like decoration and with a new white ink. So that's the most important thing. But in general, what I love of this specific printer is that, well, it's latex technology, so it doesn't smell. It's a very small printer for the space that I have. It's very convenient. And the usability is excellent. No? You have seen how easy it is to load a media. Another area I like a lot is the front panel. I can manage the files very easily with the front panel, and I can control everything from home with Print OS. So enjoying a lot using this media and its versatility and its performance.
Good. I remember when you were thinking about buying this machine that also you were looking at other technologies like UV and solvent. So why at the end you decided to go for latex?
Yeah, it's clear that before doing the investment, I was taking a look around and started taking a look at solvent technology. Obviously, my concern has always been these solvents around. I don't like to have solvents, especially in a room like this, and having my employees with that. But one thing that really drove me the decision not to take a closer look to solvent was the scratchability, especially with the white ink. Yeah. So it's honestly, it's very easy to scratch a sample with white ink. To me, white ink is also a very important asset that I have here, so I wanted to have the best of the best. And for sure, this is giving the best white in the market. I was also taking a look at UV technology. UV technology doesn't give the colors that I was expecting. Yeah. And then also taking a look at this Colorado printer. It didn't give me the versatility that I need. I really wanted to offer white. I wanted to be able to print on textiles. And this investment that gives me so many things, that opens so many doors, is the right move that I've done. I'm very happy with that one.
Great, Roman. So now can you explain a bit more what you have been exploring and testing and all the benefits that you have with this new printer?
Sure, I can spend some time with you explaining my experience here and going through the different applications. I'll do that.
Thank you, Roman.
Okay. So let me be a little bit more convenient here. So you welcome to Peacock Imaging. It's my new business. Very happy entrepreneur now with a new printer. And what I would like to share with you in the next minutes is my experience. I've been working more than 10 months, 11 months with this printer. So I've done everything you see here. This is my showroom for my customers. I would like to share with you my experience doing so many things. And for today's session, you received this swatch book at home. It's going to be a very convenient tool to sustain the messages I'm going through. So we are going to go through the different samples at the same time that we go through the different applications over here. So make sure that you have it on top of your table, and let's start all the tour. So let's start here with these samples on self-adhesive vinyl. In fact, you should take a look now at this sample over here. And the message here is very clear. I'm very satisfied with the new printer because of the speed. It's printing quicker than before. In fact, most of the things you see here are printed at 6 passes, which means 25 square meters per hour. This is what you have over here, this 25 square meters per hour. So speed is something that I'm enjoying now a lot, but also color gamut. So now the anti-scratch agent has been removed from all the color inks, so now it's an independent ink, and this gave us some space to put more pigments on the color inks, and that gives us better color gamut. And I can notice that a lot on the blacks and on the reds. We keep on having the great properties of latex, like scratch resistant, because I'm using this overcoat that gives me this scratch resistant that I need. Here you can take a look at the sample at 6 passes, take a look at the colors, take a look at the scratch resistance. So one application I'm doing now very often with self-adhesive vinyl is doing floor graphics like this one over here. Here I'm taking a great advantage of one of the biggest advantages of latex, which is the instant lamination. So I can print and laminate. That's what I have over here. I have my print, and I can laminate instantly without any dry time in the middle. So that gives me a lot of productivity. One thing interesting to mention is that I was talking to you about the use of the overcoat in all the samples that you see around. This is true, but there are some samples that I don't use the overcoat. Those are the samples that are laminated, like this floor graphic that I was showing to you. Why is that? Because the protection on this image doesn't come from the over-laminate, it comes from the doesn't come from the overcoat, it comes from the over-laminate. And therefore, when I do applications like floor graphics and also vehicle wrapping, I don't use the overcoat. That's what we have over here. Vehicle wrappings is another typical application for latex. You know the advantages of flexible inks and instant dry. You may be wondering about the flexibility now of the white ink. And I have prepared here a print to show you this flexibility. This is a black cast over laminate that I was printing with a white ink, and I would like to do a very quick demo so that you can see that the flexibility of the white ink is the same flexibility that you are used with the color inks from HP Latex. So let's make sure that we give some heat to the sample. So we're going to apply some heat here. And then we're going to stretch it in order for you to see that although we are going to stretch it a lot, there is no cracking on the white ink. Again, we keep on having the flexibility on the color inks. Now you'll see the flexibility on the white ink. So take a look at how much I'm going to stretch it. So it's a long way. So I completely distort the image, but you will see that the ink didn't crack because I can recover completely. It's like magic. In fact, I've done this demo in this specific sample several times already, so it's not the first time I use this sample for this. And I always think it's kind of a magic because I'm getting exactly the same image I had at the beginning. So no cracking on the white ink, which again reinforces the message of flexible inks, also flexible white inks. Also, when we talk about vehicle wrapping, we talk about lamination, and the same concept applies. When we do lamination, we don't use the overcoat. I could use it, but I don't need to use the overcoat when I do an application with lamination. That's what I have over here. This is a sample which I printed without overcoat. In fact, you have a sample in the swatchbook. You have a sample of this one over here. This is a sample that has been printed without overcoat and with a laminate on top. So this is a sample without overcoat. We just apply the over laminate, and then what we get is a sample like this one, where I not only didn't use the overcoat, but also the addition between the material and the laminate is extremely strong. So this is something that is also makes HP Latex the technology for vehicle wrapping. So we talk about self-adhesive vinyls. Now let's enter into a different area. Let's enter into banners. You also have a sample of a banner in your swatch book. So this is the sample that you should be taking a look now. Just make sure you touch and feel this one. This is a sample printed at 4 passes. I was talking, and you will hear me talking a lot about the 6 passes. Now, this is a 4 passes print mode, which is kind of a 35, 37 square meters per hour. So it amazes to me not only the speed, but also the color gamut. At this speed, we are able to have the colors that you can see over here. So for a banner, this 35 square meters per hour is more than enough. Also interesting to mention that I like a lot to use non-PVC materials. I was using non-PVC materials on vehicle wrapping, like the 3M Envision line. Here I'm using also a non-PVC banners. When I combine the non-PVC materials with HP latex, the water-based HP latex gives me a very good solution that allows me to enter into businesses that I couldn't in the past. These customers that are looking for an environmental solution. So HP latex with a non-PVC is a very, very good match. And I'm getting more and more demand on these type of solutions. So remember, great productivity on banners. We can print at 35, 37 square meters per hour. Let's go now to a different story. Let's enter now into papers. With papers, we've done a big change in the printer to ensure that we have that HP printers have now an excellent performance with papers. That's what you can see over here. I printed on a bond paper. This one I even printed at 4 passes. That's around 30 square meters per hour. This is an offset coated paper. In fact, the known HP photorealistic poster paper is the one that you also have in your swatch book. So that's the one that you can take a look over here, the HP photorealistic poster paper. Also, you have samples here on the outdoor papers. So what is the improvement that HP has done on these new printers to ensure good performance with papers? Let me show you in the printer which has been this improvement. In fact, it's a kind of a simple thing. It's just to make sure that the printing area is heated during the printing. So the hot air comes from the left. The hot air goes all over this area. These ventilators, they have a sensor that ensures that they distribute the hot air on the printing area during the printing. So we are reaching around 40 degrees during the printing, and this prepares the paper for the next stage, for this drying process that we have over here. So it goes from here to here. It avoids the wrinkles thanks to these 40 degrees that we have over here. And this is something that didn't happen in the past. In the past, there was no heating, there was no preheating just before getting into this area over here. Okay, so that explains why the performance with papers now is really, really good. I'm enjoying a lot, trying a lot of different types of papers. Even what is known as synthetic papers or polypropylene. So polypropylene was historically a very difficult material for me to print. It's very sensitive to heat. So now the fact that we have inks that require less heat to dry, the fact that we have a bigger curing zone, and the fact that we are preparing the material for the curing, it helps to be able to print polypropylene even at 6 passes at 25 square meters per hour, which is what I was doing over here. Okay, so we've been talking about self-adhesive vinyls with better gamut and speed. We've been talking about banners. We are able to print at 4 passes with excellent gamut. We mentioned this huge improvement on the performance on papers. And now let's go to a different area. It's also related to signage. That's backlit, the backlit area. And there is also a sample. You could take a look at the sample that you have in the swatch. So this is a sample on polypropylene that I already mentioned, and here you have a sample on backlit for you to touch and feel. So this is a PET backlit. That's what we have over here. Excellent performance, excellent quality. See the contrast between the black and the non-printed area. But there are also some cheaper options to PET backlits. That's what we have over here. Here I have a paper backlit. I was printing this one at 8 passes. That's around 20 square meters per hour. And also over there we have a PET, a polypropylene backlit that was also printed quicker than this backlit over here. So the thing I like the most of printing on backlits is the combination of speed and quality. So it's obvious that what comes out of the printer is dry, but it comes out quickly and with excellent saturation, as you can in fact see from here. Okay, so we've been talking about signage. We enter now into a different area, that's decoration. That's these more high-value applications that obviously I love to offer to my customers because I have higher margins. And let me start talking about decoration with wall coverings. You also have a sample of a wall covering in the swatch book. That's this sample over here. That's a sample of a coated non-woven material. That I would say it's a typical material used for wall covering. We keep on having the versatility of materials that latex is known for. So latex can work on papers, can work on uncoated non-woven papers, coated non-woven papers, woven papers, and even textiles. So all the versatility is there. Now we can print faster. I print at 6 passes, I print at 8 passes. 6 passes is what I've been all over here. This is a wall covering that I was applying. This I was printing at 6 passes, this 25 square meters per hour. This sample I was printing at 8 passes, that's 20 square meters per hour. And remember, I can print even uncoated materials. This is a non-woven uncoated material with an excellent touch and feel, thanks to the fact that it's not coated. I can print on the coated materials with a texture, and thanks to the fact that the latex ink is very thin, this latex ink adapts very well to the surface and gives me this very nice touch and feel here, preserves the original texture that the material had. So remember, now we can print with the same versatility as always, but quicker, and as Maria was mentioning, we have improved tremendously the length accuracy and the color consistency between the different tiles. So very important also when we talk about wall coverings is the durability. I never have a problem when dealing with the durability with wallpapers. Take a look, if you put water with soap, there is no issue when we try to clean these materials. So still we keep on having this durability that latex is known for, and obviously we keep on having the certifications that you know that we have in latex, which are the Eco logo that has to do with the ink, and the Green Guard, which is going to be excellent to enter into the wall covering market. Okay, so that was around the wall coverings. Now let's enter into a different application for decoration. That's canvas, and you have also here a sample of a canvas for you to touch and feel the quality and performance of our new printers with a canvas. So excellent color gamut. Blacks are really saturated, as well as the reds, as you can see over here. We keep on having the properties that latex is known for. The inks don't crack when you fold the sides. And we have the versatility of materials. So this is the typical canvas material, but we can also print on bling materials to have this more kind of a luxury appearance. We can print on uncoated cotton material over there. Again, it's uncoated cotton, so something unique of our technology. We can print on metallized canvas, and we can even print onto textiles, onto this uncoated textile, where I was putting, in fact, a foam behind to ensure that we have a good sound performance. So this is going to absorb the noise. In fact, it's an idea that I was using over there. If you come with me, I will show you the panels that I was putting here close to the printer. These panels has been printed on a cotton material, uncoated cotton material, and then I have a foam under, and this gives me a solution that absorbs very well all the noise. Thanks to the fact there is no coating, and this is something that latex can print very well, the sound goes through this material, is absorbed in the foam, and changes completely the noise atmosphere of my showroom. So it's something that I can do with latex, thanks to the fact that we can print on uncoated materials. So let's continue. We change now from decoration. We'll enter now into textiles. When we talk about textiles, well, this obviously tells us this versatility of HP latex that it's known for. We've been talking about banners, self-adhesive vinyls, papers, backlights, wall coverings, canvases, and now textiles. So that's it's huge, this versatility. When we talk about textiles, we talk about soft signage, but also we talk about decoration with the textiles. Talking about soft signage, which is the biggest market we have there, we can have frontlit textiles and backlit textiles. What we have new is that now we're able to print quicker than before, up to 8 passes, which is 20 square meters per hour. That I find is really, really good speed. And remember, in latex, you just print and deliver that image directly to your customer. You don't need any extra process. So that makes us very easy to provide an application like this one to our customers. So here I was printing at 20 square meters per hour. The quality is much more than good enough, but it's true that if my customer wants more quality, I can print a little bit more slowly with more ink. And that's what we have over here. So this is a sample I have at the 20 square meters per hour. Looks really good, but it's obvious that if I compare with a sample that goes half the speed, I can put much more ink, and then the colors here are better. But in general, this is the speed I use in textiles, these 20 square meters per hour. We can also print on materials designed for backlit applications, like this one over here, having this excellent saturation that latex is known for backlit textile applications. And there is also a big option of materials that can be used for soft signage. It's not only soft signage when we talk about textiles, we can also do decoration. Take a look at these cotton materials over here, cotton material that can be printed directly, uncoated cotton material, printed directly, and then we can do several applications like cushions and other decoration applications related to decoration on cotton. Okay, so that was the story on textiles. Now let's enter into a very typical application for me historically. It's been stickers. I had a customer that was launching a new product and was asking for me to help him on the stickers. So first a sticker I was doing for him was the typical sticker done on a white self-adhesive vinyl. That's what we have over here. It's a white self-adhesive vinyl. So really good performance in terms of colors, much more saturated colors. And the best of all is this really good accuracy on the text. You have, in fact, a sample in the swatch book, which, so we were talking already about frontlit textiles like this one over here. We were talking about backlit textiles like this one over here. Now we're going to talk about stickers with a white self-adhesive vinyl, where you can see the text accuracy in the samples that you have in your hands. So in fact, one of the things I love of HP is the solution that it offers to me. It's not only a printer. HP offers to me a printer and a cutter. So this combination allows me to print very smoothly, and I can cut all these type of things very easily. In fact, I'd like to show you in a second, I'd like to do a demo on how easy it is to print and cut for you to see the good integration of this HP printing system. If you come with me, I'll show you the new cutter that I'm using from HP. It's the thing I like the most is not only the performance of the cutter, but it's the integration that this cutter has with the HP system. So this is a print that I've done, in fact, this morning with this HP latex printer. And I'm going to cut it over here without any knowledge on anything. In fact, this is done by operators that I have around. And I don't really need to explain them anything. They just need to load the material here. They can load it straight away, or they can even load upside down like this. So let me try to load it upside down. So the first thing I will do is to load the media over here. So you'll see it's obviously very easy to load. Once the media is here, you just tell the cutter to measure the size of the media. And once this is done, I am ready to start all the cutting process. And it's a very simple thing to do. Why? Because I just need to press a button over here. So in the screen, I will now tell the contour cutter to read the barcode. That's what I'm doing right now, read the barcode. I will position the reader very close, and then I will tell, okay, read the barcode. When the contour cutter reads the barcode, it will go to the server and take the cutting file. So I don't need to send anything. So now the cutter knows what is the cutting file. The cutter knows where to cut, and the cutter will start cutting in some seconds, as you will see right now. He's now reading all these guides, and once the printer knows the position of the stickers, it will start doing all the cutting. So now you see, the printer has detected the file. The printer has gone to the server to take automatically this work, and now the cutter has started to do its job, which is cutting. So anyone can do that. Just load, just press, read the barcode, and go ahead. That's something that I love of HP. This is a very well integration between printer and cutter. And you can see it's also very quick. And now it's ready. So we have already cut all the samples. Just want to make sure that you see very well that we cut all this. So now you can see that I'm releasing the liner, the excess of material. So now my stickers are ready to use. Okay? So as you can see, I have a lot of fun in my printing plan. But that's not all. I was proposing to use white self-adhesive vinyl, but there are more possibilities. We can do also another type of stickers. In fact, we can do stickers with transparent self-adhesive vinyl, stickers with white ink. And this is the simplest sticker that you can do with a transparent material with white ink. It's a spot white. Where you have white, you don't have color. Where you have color, you don't have white. This is a very productive way to print with white. And that's the type of stickers that you get. Again, it's a transparent self-adhesive material where you print on a spot white. I always print with transparent materials at 60% of white, which gives me a speed of around 17 square meters per hour. So talking about white, and that's in fact the sample that you have in the swatch book, you can print what we call in 2 layers. So in this case, first the white and then the color, in order to stress the color of the brand bamboo. So here I was using a transparent self-adhesive vinyl. I was printing first the color, first the white and then the color on top in order to have these nice colors on the brand that you can see over here. So that's what you have in your hands. It's this type of stickers where you can see clearly it's a transparent self-adhesive vinyl with white ink on the bottom and color on the top. So that's what we call the underfloat. You can also work with overfloat. Is these stickers that you would stick inside the window. This sticker over here shows you that it's still 2 layers, but it's what we call overfloat. The white is on top. So we printed first the color. That's what you can see over here. We printed first the color, and then on top we printed the white. And then we have a sticker that we just place inside, and you have these nice colors over here. So excellent printer for stickers, enjoying a lot, doing many different things. I'm taking also metallized materials, in this case a metallized material with just black ink, but also metallized material with white ink in order to have these nice effects over here. Now I'm working on my merchandising stickers with this metallized material to have these nice effects you can see over here. So a lot of fun and things that I can obviously sell for a higher margin than many of the applications you have seen until now. So this was the beginning of the story. Now let's go to a big focus of the story, which is the white ink. So one big application of the white ink is decoration of windows. Can be also for indoor or for outdoor. Here you have a sample of what would be office decoration. We have white transparent self-adhesive vinyl that we printed with just white, spot white at 60%. That gives me this 17 square meters per hour. It's an excellent application with excellent performance, even from not only on the printing but also in the installation. Let me share with you more what we call the window graphics. Here I have a sample of window graphic with transparent material. So when I work with transparent material with just white ink, I usually use 60% of white. I could use 100% of white, but the performance with 60 is good enough. So everything you will see here on transparent has been printed at 60% of white. It's also true that if my material is a color 1, 60% then is not good enough. If the material is a color 1, then I usually use the 100% of white that you can see over here. So let me show you a very nice application my customers, they love, because for them it's very easy to apply. So it's a successful application for me, getting very good margins. It's just a red material, semi-transparent material, with an adhesive that is very easy to install. So I just printed, I contour cut, and now this is ready to be installed on the window. So this is what I'm going to do over here. You can see no wrinkles during installation. It's really easy to install. And the thing I like the most of HP Latex with the white ink is that I try to scratch, and I cannot scratch it. So it's really, really resistant to scratching, and that's thanks to this overcoat I was talking to you about. Even if I put water, so these inks with these vinyls, they are very, very, very resistant, which is something that I will never achieve with solvent white. With solvent white, I do like this and I remove all the solvent. So give me very good confidence that my customers are not going to have any problem when doing this installation. So let me show you now, if you come over here, let me show you what I would say is a typical type of window graphic application. That's this sticker over here. That's a two-layer window graphic. It has the white on the bottom and the color on the top. So I printed with our new HP Latex printer. I contour cut, and this is ready now to be installed. This is a media material from Nation. It's the Easy Dot material from Nation. And you will see that on the back, you can see the white very well. And on the top you can see the color. So this material is very easy to install. Again, when I install it, there are no wrinkles. And there are no scratches, because I am always using the overcoat. Even if I try to scratch it, no problem. So this is a very good application for windows outside on the street. Some customers say yes, but my regulations tell me that if I have things inside, I don't need to pay so much to the government. But also, if it's inside, I don't have the possibility that someone comes and is taking this away. No? So we can have the solution for that. That's what we call the overflow printing. That's what we have over here. Here, we print first the color and then the white. That's what, in fact, you see over here. This is the sticker. You see the color first, and then we printed the white. So this is another material from Nation. It's a clean material that I'm going to install, in fact, from the inside. And that's what I'm going to do over here. You can see very well how easy it is to install, and the fact that I don't scratch it during installation. So excellent performance on the two layers, underfloat on overfloat. But this printer gives me a lot of possibilities. I'm really learning a lot, taking advantage of all the possibilities, and that's what I would like to share with you. Before that, again, when I print on transparent material, I use 60%. I could use 100%, but the difference it doesn't compensate to me. So usually 60% is what I use in underfloat, 60% is what I use in overfloat. You also have samples that you can take a look. So here we have samples on the metallized material I was showing to you. I was also talking about samples on a color material. Now we are talking about the overfloat and the underfloat. So for you to take a closer look to all these materials. Now let's go into the 3 layers. That's another thing we can do with white. So we were talking about a spot white. That's 1 layer. We were talking about overfloat and underfloat. That's 2 layers. Now we'll talk about 3 layers. That means color, white, and color. That's what we have over here. In order to have an image like this one, where you can see you have color, in the middle you have white, and then you have color on the other side. So this is printed just at once, and this is the sticker that you can put inside the window, like this one. It's inside the window, so I don't have access to the sticker. And you can have an image over here, and you can have a similar image on the back side. So now what I'm testing these days, it's an application which I think it's going to be an excellent one for these 3 layers. That's this application over here. That's this perforated window graphic. So it's a sticker that I was sticking inside the window. That's what makes it very innovative. I'm sticking that inside the window. How I do that? I was taking a transparent perforated self-adhesive vinyl, and I was printing color, white, and black. So what you see here is the color image. You can see the image. You can even see through in this area. And then on the back side, what I was doing, I was printing black. So I was printing first the color, then the white, and then the black. And the black allows me to see through. So that's what the perforated vinyl is supposed to, that when you are inside, you can see through. When you are outside, you can see the image. And it's very innovative because it can be installed from the inside, as opposed as the typical perforated vinyls. And you can design also this black file that you can even put here, no black, so you can see through completely on this area. So very, very good application. I'm sure it's going to enter very quickly into the market. So I'm testing a lot of things with white. I'm testing wall coverings like this one. It's an uncoated cork material. Gives me excellent performance. Here I'm printing at 160% of white in order to have better white. It's a very porous material, uncoated, so 160 is what I was using over here. This is a paper, a craft paper, printing in a spot white, so very, very quickly. And also here it's that canvas I was showing to you before, the metallized canvas, with white ink in order to have a possibility here of a more luxury image that will obviously give me more margins. Things that I'm testing in the last days, I'm also testing printing here on this material, on this reflective material, unregulated reflective material. So as you can see, if you are creative, HP Latex gives you the right tools to enter into a lot of different customers, a lot of different applications. So hopefully you enjoyed all that, and now we'll leave that for your questions.